Find the general antiderivative of f of x equals cosine of 2x plus the square root of 3x. G of x equals e to the negative x over 2. The first function has two terms, and the second function has one term. Each of these terms is a composite of function. We can never change the inside or the inner function, so we will have to work with the outer function first. Pretend that this is cosines only. The antiderivative of cosine, what it is, so that when we take derivative, we would get cosine. And so our initial guess, and again, every time we guess something, we need to check it. The antiderivative using the uppercase letter, capital F of x equals sine of 2x for now, because we know that the derivative of sine is cosine. Similarly, the square root is 1/2 power, so we guess that the antiderivative will be 1 power more. 1/2 plus 1 is 3/2, and again, we can never change the inside of the function, so 2x stays, 3x underneath the radical stays. If we guess this, we need to check this. F prime of x is the derivative of sine of 2x is cosine of 2x times 2. So we have that extra factor of 2 that we will need to take care of. The derivative of 3x, the quantity raised to the power 3/2, is 3 over 2 times 3x to the 1/2 power times 3. This is now 2 cosine of 2x plus 9 over 2, the square root of 3x. If our guess is up by a constant multiple, then it is a quick fix. We simply go back to our initial guess and multiply the reciprocal of these constant multiple. So we're going to update our guess. Capital F of x is therefore, instead of sine of 2x, where we have an extra factor of 2, we now guess that it is 1/2 times sine of 2x, because this 1/2 will cancel out the factor of 2. Similarly, we don't have the factor 9 over 2 in our initial guess, so we would multiply our initial guess by a factor or a constant multiple of 2 over 9, the reciprocal. Our guess is still 3x raised to the power 3/2 plus c, a constant for the general antiderivative. We then check this. F prime of x is, we bring down 1/2, the derivative of sine of 2x is cosine of 2x times 2, and the 2 canceled out. Plus, we bring down the 2 over 9, the derivative of 3x to the 3/2 is 3 over 2 times 3x to the power 1/2, but we also need to multiply 3 using the chain rule. 3 times 3 is 9, canceled out 9, and then 2 over 2 canceled out. The derivative of a constant c is 0. So when we check this, we have cosine of 2x plus the square root of 3x, and this is the given function, lowercase f of x, so our updated guess is correct. The antiderivative of f of x is 1 over 2 sine of 2x plus 2 over 9 times the quantity 3x raised to the power 3/2 plus c. Don't forget the plus c for the general antiderivative. For g of x, this is exponential. We know that the derivative of e to the something is e to the something, so we would guess that the capital G of x is e to the negative x over 2 for now. And we check this. G prime of x is e to the negative x over 2 times the derivative of negative x over 2 is negative 1/2. But we don't have that extra factor, negative 1/2, so we would need to update our guess. We need to get rid of that factor, negative 1/2, So we would need to multiply the reciprocal of -1/2, which is -2, and we still have e to the negative x over 2 as our guess plus c. We then check this. G prime of x is -2 times e to the negative x over 2 times -1 over 2 plus c, but the derivative of c is 0. The -2 and the -1/2 multiply to factor out, so we end up with e to the negative x over 2, which is the given function g of x, so this checks out. The antiderivative for g of x is -2 times e to the negative x over 2 plus c.